The following podcast may contain explicit language and offensive material. That, some fava beans, and a nice Chianti, and you've got yourself a meal.
Welcome to the Pièce de Resistance bonus episode number 22 with Lyssa Graham and Dale Leopold, and also featuring outtakes from our most recent episode, Trebuchet Trouble. We now join our episode, already in progress. My computer was quite slow.
Ew.
Not sure why.
Alex.
It's being passive-aggressive because I was away from it for a week.
Yes, how was band camp?
Band camp was good.
Mm-hmm.
So band camp is even more fun when it's a Unitarian Universalist band camp.
UUs.
So, UUs.
I like the UUs. If I had to pick a church, I would pick you guys.
There are all kinds of people in that group of people. They're like human or something.
That's crazy.
Crazy. But I had a good time. We were in the...
I'm fine. Okay.
You're fine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We were in the Smoky Mountains of western North Carolina. We had to drive through Tennessee to get there.
Tennessee.
On the campus of West Carolina University.
Oh.
Not to be confused with Eastern Carolina University, which is where Trump had his sender back rally.
Right.
This was a nice, if somewhat hilly, campus, but really in a beautiful setting.
Yeah,
with the mountains.
Western North Carolina is beautiful.
Yeah.
North Carolina can be beautiful in lots of places. And you can get boiled peanuts on the side of the road just about anywhere.
Indeed.
We've been calling them bollied peanuts for 30, 40 years now because of a misspelling in a sign once.
Bullied. But not bullied pizza.
Hot bullied
peanuts.
peanuts.
I mean,
we stopped to get some because we'd never had them before.
Yeah, I know someone from Georgia who was like bowl peanuts, bowl, and that was like a thing in Georgia for sure, in Waycross, I believe, where he was from. But anyway, okay, much better.
Are you having the kind of day I've been having?
Oh my God, yes. I needed to make a bank transaction, and they misunderstood me, and they screwed it up, and so now they have to call me back because they have to like call people to make it
Right now, yes, it happens with the click of a mouse, and to unhappen it requires a team and months and months. Yes, and all the while you don't have that money.
No, and yesterday I had a real first world situation with upgrading my iPhone, and anyway. Enough said. Yeah, I know. Everyone's like really just got that really tiny violin out there for me. And I tend to be fairly level-headed, calm, go with the flow.
He is that one. Mm-hmm.
And I was not that way yesterday.
Did you yell at somebody?
I did not. No. But I was short with people.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, I'm sure they're still reeling.
I'm sure they are. Absolutely. So, anyway, so one fun thing about the summer camp was the music. There was lots of music, got to sing and play a lot, and took a couple of workshops with the wonderful Roy Zimmerman, who some of our listeners may be familiar with. He writes very funny satirical songs from the lefty point of view, I would say, or at least the sane, normal, kind of where we tend to come from. There's a lot of overlap. We're on the same lane in a lot of ways. A little more folky style, but yes, he had just as we do. He has a song about abstinence training called "Abstain with Me." It's kind of a love song.
So nice.
Yes,
I bet it's a big hit with the kids.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like fun. You go to the coolest workshops. You really do. And now you're sucking the rest of us in because we're all going to be in Orlando in just a few weeks.
That's right. For the Podcast Movement 19 podcasting conference.
And
so
Hogwarts.
Go and
we all
Hogwarts
have our motivations. Yes. There's a conference that I have to go to so that I can go to Hogwarts.
And write it off. Yes. Very good.
Hello.
Yeah.
This is how I run my business. How do you run yours?
Indeed.
Is it important in your business? I don't know. Maybe. Is it near Disney or Universal Studios? Yes. Then you should go.
So on the day we're filming this, apparently, or we're recording this, Daniel Radcliffe has turned 30. Now, does this depress you at all or make you feel old?
Oh, God.
Oh, God, you should have seen the face she gave. Okay, she'll have to have a moment here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, right. Ask not for whom the bell tolls, it's tolling for me. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Wow. Happy birthday. You know what I just learned, thanks to intern Nick?
Yes. What?
If you are between 3 and 4 feet tall, you are a dwarf.
Yes.
That is the scientific name. If you're below 3 feet, you're a gnome.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, excluding like young children, obviously.
Which is too bad because I would call the Purple Avenger a gnome immediately if he were still under 3 feet. As it is, I'm trying to stretch him because of the universal thing. I can probably write he and Jay off as, they are characters.
Yeah, this is true.
Jake is kind of a co-writer.
Yeah, he is. And now that Jay's on the show, he's giving you, script guidance here by being himself.
Yes. Ooh. Must be careful.
Yes. Are you going to spread germs through the internet?
No, I'm just very busy and I still have work to do. And
let
me tell you, the struggle is fucking real. I mean, I drink hot tea all day long.
Preach, sister.
To keep my throat loose and open and ready to go. And I live in fucking Texas. And I do this.
Yeah.
We had fun this past weekend. A segue, no. My in-laws were here, but they're now gone, so that's why I'm breathing again.
Okay.
And that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Super fun. Super fun. And I've discovered that I have a new mystery illness or mental issue.
Okay.
Apparently, when you tell me things that I don't want to do, hear, or be involved with, I go, and then I just carry on, and that never registers past the
But that's, sorry, is this like called secretly a guy disease or something?
Might be.
Because that's kind of our
Maybe that's what it is.
It's like, remember when I asked you to do this?
No.
Nope. Nope. But you agreed to do it.
I did.
I probably did. Mm-hmm. Yep. Welcome to my world.
Well, it's terrible in here. It's very confusing.
Yeah.
I forgot my in-laws were coming until my husband reminded me late in the afternoon of the day before they were to arrive.
At least it was the day before.
Yes, so of course, ditto.
Rather than just beep, beep. Oh, by the way, they're coming today.
He looked me in the eye and he said, "You knew this." And I went, I did. Did I? How well did I know it is the question now. So I blocked that. I also blocked, and I've been reminded of this 3 times in 2 days, and I'm still shrieking every time I realize it. Summer camp ends on Friday at noon. Ah!
Oh, dear.
School doesn't start up for a long time.
A very long time, yes. Until the change of season. So what are you going to do with yourself in the meantime there, Lyssa?
Maybe some weeping.
Okay.
See if his brains will actually drool out his ears from too much TV. I don't know.
It's science.
Yeah, I don't want to stunt his growth, but I don't want to kill him either. So
yeah, right.
Kind of.
Why don't you send him off to Auntie Karen up in Portland?
I could do that. Well, I mean, there is some. I mean, it's not as bad because there is that actual trip to Orlando falls in that part of the time. So.
Yes. Okay, that helps.
Bye, Nick. Have a great day. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for continuing to come in every day, despite what you see and how you have to do.
No, I love it.
Oh, good. Did you hear that? He said he loves it. Let's record this moment,
yes,
because
that's right.
used against you in the court hearing. See you in the morning.
So, yes, in my actorly day, in about an hour or so, I have to leave to go to an audition for the role of a racist judge in a historical TV series.
Nice.
So that's about all I can say about it, I think. But basically, any kind of period drama, Civil War, Revolutionary War, any points in between there is going to be filmed in this general area. Because there's
That is why you do so much of that, because you don't look particularly colonial all the time.
No, and I don't know. They probably got me for an audition because I had the beard in my headshot. But so it was a surprise. But hey, got to give the makeup artist something to do. So we'll see.
Cool.
We'll see.
I think that's awesome. Mm-hmm. I did my first mocap audition.
Oh, how long ago?
Just last
recently?
Week, by surprise. You got to do it today. What? It was not in. I didn't do the mocap. I did a self-tape for mocap. In English, that means I stood my phone on a tripod, made my husband and my intern stand there and work with me on this, and Nick read the opposite lines for me while I acted against the wall in the kitchen. Yes, so that they could see. But if it's...
you didn't take like a electric green magic marker and just draw dots all over yourself?
No, I thought about it, but I thought act it, not costume it. So it's a good role. I mean, it's and I got to do a death scene, so that was super fun. Awesome. It was also the first time I'd ever done that, and I got precisely. We need it by the end of the day. So
wow. Okay. Fun. All right. When do you hear back?
I don't know. It's from what I can gather, because it's all No, I can't even Springsteen. I can't Springsteen on the pod. I could Springsteen later on the phone, but I can't Springsteen right now.
Okay. Okay.
But it's a game and it's big.
Okay.
Yeah. And
cool.
I made callbacks. So
yes.
So I made that first cut. I don't know if I'll go any further, but I got to do that. So
I would say for the callback, definitely do the magic marker.
I will. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, for the callback to the callback. Let's keep this straight on the record here. This is Lyssa.
Okay.
Validating herself. got a callback for a very big deal. So
hooray.
Yes.
I mean, no, seriously.
Yeah,
hooray.
it would
That's
really
awesome.
help, actually, because there's that weird barrier between LA and the rest of the world.
I know of what you speak.
If you don't live in LA, they go, well, you can't possibly do the work.
That's right.
So either way, it's a win because I've made it to a decision level with people who are aware that I am not in LA. So that helps. That's right. We do have outside. It's a foot in the door. Now I just have to kick real hard.
Okay. Well, this is the point of the show when we are about to play some outtakes.
Now that you've heard behind the actor's microphone in their sweat boxes, this is what we talk about.
This is like, that's right, the nitty gritty.
No Meisner. Did you hear that? Not one single bit about actors' tools.
That's right. Creating a, reality under imaginary circumstances. No. So here's some outtakes. Here's really behind the scenes with us. And now, as promised, here are the outtakes. Okay, here we go. We're doing the thing. Okay.
Oh, yeah, because I haven't read this at all. So this is, I'll be surprised when the actual thing comes out.
Take one. I'd like to take one too, Dad.
2 channels coming off just one mic. Okay. Anyway.
No!
Oh no!
My microphone fell out of the shock mount. Took the rubber band with it, and
You have to put a shock mount back together?
Well, my whole fucking thing just fell apart.
My Neumann shock mount is hanging by one rubber band right now because I'm afraid to touch it. So...
If you touch your microphone, you'll go blind.
That's only if you touch it every day.
I can't even find my mic anymore.
I have to mute myself.
I mute myself every day. Sometimes twice.
Are we waiting for Dustin or for Godot?
Dale, would you mind doing me a favor and emailing that link to the script to Dustin, please? He'll be on in a few minutes.
What's that chittering? Do you guys hear that?
You're a cute bunny. I love you so much, Mom and Bonjour, sweet bunnies.
I see you've met Murder Paws, Nancy.
Cue murder pause.
I have only been recognized once, and it was like a year and a half ago in the airport.
Peepy-durbers. Peepy-durbers.
Yeah, we're all a bit unstable, Lori.
Beep, 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 porta, beep, beep, beep.
Aha, pronoun trouble.
Son of a beep, 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 beep.
It's not. He doesn't have to shoot you now. It's he doesn't have to shoot me now.
Well, I say he does have to shoot me
Well,
now.
I say he does have to shoot me now.
So shoot me now. So shoot me now. Yeah.
God forbid it falls between your boobs into your bra, because then all bets are off.
I grew up with them in Latin America for sure. One in El Salvador knocked me out of bed in my sleep.
The sun shines bright on my home, Dougie home.
No, Thunder does not. Or there's a leaf blowing across the street. That's been upsetting him for a while.
All right. Hey, buddy, we're moving right along here, boys. All right.
Something imaginary in booth is tickling me. I just want you all to know before it gets me.
What is your name? Your name is
Children, midgets.
Cats? You like cats?
Goats.
Yeah, exactly.
Goats are nice. Goats
Wolverine.
on midgets.
Okay, got it.
She's looking strangely familiar. Oh, I am recognizing cat. Hey,
Hey.
I came Jerry Lewis for a minute.
We're here all week.
Lady!
Tip the veal. Try your waitstaff.
Song goes here, song goes here.
Dee, Russian song,
Little
Russian
bit
song.
tight in
Okay.
the flight and the fight of Dome. In the Thunderdome. No, that doesn't work. No rhyming.
It's like a whale
That
song.
was beautiful.
the-
You
the-
grunted on three, in
pentameter.
three, and counted 2, 3 all at one time.
How heavy am I, people?
What is news, Olga? I lost my place. I lost my place. It was like, yes.
The timing was beautiful.
Oh, I am recognizing.
Yes, I was reading my italics in another language, Arabic. Okay.
Russian italics works every time. Well, hey, what the hell? Very good. All right. Moving on to Washington.
15
Well, I think
copies
it's very important that
on
yes,
parchment? I don't know.
we need to keep ahead.
I think we're out of parchment, sir. I'm sorry.
Soon we'll own all the libs.
I'm sure it'll be just marvelous. You've got it. Of course.
I'd like some holy water. Can I have some holy water? Thank you.
The Secret Service.
Oh, you're the best.
Give him nasal. Do it with nasal, please.
Yeah, more or less Michael Cohen. Yeah, just a little more corrupt.
It's that creepy breathiness that's just like, oh, come here, little girl.
You may be a little girl according to your birth certificate, but you're a woman to me.
Creepy.
No, Donnie, it's me. You know, your old pal Jeffrey.
Oh, God, I want to barf.
My skin is crawling.
That's the guy.
Right. Hey, I have some video in a safe.
Hell no, you don't.
I threw up a little. Call in the B team. Stunt husband.
Oh.
Because puns are the highest form of humor and not the lowest, as we as a family will die on this hill. Blah. Let's try that again.
You never know when you'll need to lob large objects at people.
Hey, I like your hair. Hey, I like your hair, Asmom lady.
Page 5, line 20. Everybody wallowing stuff to do.
It's just the chant that doesn't end.
Oh, yeah.
It just goes
Trump, fuck, Trump, fuck, Trump, fuck, Trump,
Fuck
fuck,
Trump.
Trump.
Suck it.
There you go. I've got 53 porty potties. Oh, fuck. It's my own writing.
Another one in the can.
Well, that ought to keep him happy for a while.
Our work here is done.
Okay.
Well,
there we are.
It's always a
Okay.
party, and it's always a shock
Yes.
too, because you do the outtake editing, and I
Half the
think that
time.
gives you perhaps a wee bit too much power.
It is indeed. I more than one evil grin has escaped my
I am sure.
face or chuckle. Yes, Wahaha, indeed.
Oh.
So I get to put things completely out of context.
One of the
Yes.
things we need to tell our listeners is that we are adding a merch section to our website soon.
Yes.
And don't get too excited. It's your basic Cafe Press plugin. But from there, you will be able to order all sorts of cool swag with our stuff on it, including, I'm going to put George on this task because he's the keeper of our Slack quotes, because he's good that way.
Yes.
I would like to see those quotes on mugs.
yeah.
So you can
Definitely.
get some of the fun quotes that we find bestest and most hilarious and amuse us greatly on your very own coffee mug. And then when
Yeah.
someone says, "Oh my God, that's so funny," you can explain to them the whole story. It'll take 30 minutes and they won't like you anymore, but you can do it.
Right. And if you do that,
Yay, thank you.
which we would very
Yeah.
much appreciate, thank you so much. And,
Go
and
team.
tell us about
Yeah,
it.
would you?
That would
Somebody
be awesome.
communicate with us. Is anybody out there? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Actually sold a few CDs at the UU summer camp. And speaking of CDs, we are coming out with
I know,
another
that
one.
snuck up on us, didn't it?
Yeah. Chris and I had been talking about this for a while, and so he just, I guess, was bored one day, and he was like, "Okay, we're putting this together. We got a song list. Yep, good. A few liner notes. Boom." And so the order is in. So hopefully by the end of, but hopefully before Orlando, we'll have Volume 2.
Volume 1 and Volume 2 available, and in Orlando if you're at the podcast.
Yes, a
convention.
pocket full of BS is
Which
the,
reminds me to order the
yes.
swag for that today.
Yes.
Yes.
Good idea.
It's on my list. It's been there, but
Cool.
I know it needs to move off the list and onto the checked off part.
Into the reality part instead of the fantasy
Jesus
part.
Christ, why? Don't you understand how busy I am? I'm busy.
Wait, are you doing Marlon here? Is that
No, I'm just whining. It's a little bit of Fran Drescher. Not as hot. Oh, there it goes. Up in the note. Okay. Just takes a second.
That would have been a great double billing, Brando and Drescher.
And Drescher. Yeah.
Yeah, it really could have been a contender.
Anyway.
Oh, honey.
Oh, God.
I know Jay hates that voice. Sometimes, when you're building up a new character voice or whatever, at least for me, I'll get stuck. It's one of the downsides to audiobooks is because when I've been stuck in those for a while too.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
You're
that's
like,
not
why
good.
am I always British? I don't understand. Why? What is happening to me? Anywho, yeah, that's the one most of them he can tolerate, but that one in particular, he's like, can you stop doing that right now, please?
Well, it's funny because when you have to come up with a character voice that's not like doing a Trump or whatever, just character X who is blah blah blah. I've often found I try to imitate someone badly so that you can't tell who it is I'm imitating, but it's a character and I know who it is.
Right.
And I think Richard Horvitz, who Angry Beaver and all this, I think the Angry Beaver was originally a bad Jack Lemmon impression.
Nice.
He was going for Jack Lemmon, and no one else knew it except him. But it totally worked. So it's
that's
like,
much simpler. I like that.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I have my little stable of people that you can trot out when you need to, and just flex on from there.
Yeah.
What's the basic? Got it. Okay, now let's sprinkle.
Make her British and boom.
Right. Make her British and taller, and she really hates her daddy.
Oh my!
And you get to do that in an instant. Kaboom!
Yes. Well, we know someone who loves her daddy very much. She recently just congratulated the new Prime Minister of the United Kingston. Did you see that?
I have missed that one. I haven't. I mean, I've been off Twitter for now.
Ivanka congratulated Boris Johnson, yes, this morning, I think, for being Prime Minister of the United Kingston. He's a funky man.
My British clients were,
Yes.
I said, I'm so sorry. Welcome to the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Our hearts, thoughts, and prayers. Even though they've been there. This is not the first circle of hell for them. They've been doing this. They're like 5,
They've
6,
been circling the drain there. Yes, yes. Between Cameron and May, and now Boris.
She said, every head, all of us had our heads in our hands when it was announced. Every single one of them.
My goodness.
So Manchester's not happy.
Manchester. So there's Mancunian gloom. Is it Mancunian? I don't know. Anyway. But for our international audience, which is growing, by the way, by leaps and bounds here, for some odd reason, all of a sudden, I mean, like literally in the last week and a half, we had Chile. Hola, Chile. We've had Venezuela también. And all of Scandinavia, Norway, Sweden, and Finland. We'd had a couple in Norway and Sweden before,
the best
but
I got.
they're back. Russian, and this was people in Russia that were not my son, who was in Russia last summer. So,
maybe he told somebody. Now he's in a gulag. I hope you're happy.
But there are like 4 different places in Russia. They are
so horrified by our accents. They hate them so much.
He's comedy relief.
Please don't do that. Who thinks Russians sound like that? Americans do. That's what we think.
Maybe so.
We think you are all chain smokers and spice.
Maybe we shouldn't be saying this out loud because, now the FSB will be onto them.
Sorry.
But, Iceland, let's see. Who else? No, we already had Iceland.
Some of this sounds like it might have been like one long train ride of Wi-Fi.
Right, the Orient Express. It's like Greece.
So we don't really have that many new listeners.
Japan,
we just have one well-traveled listener.
South Korea. It's wild. It's wild.
It's fun.
So I'm certainly not complaining, but it's just a little head scratching that, okay, why now all of a sudden? Okay, anyway, carry on, guys.
Probably bad sign.
The beginning of end.
What is that van doing in front of us?
That's right. Life will imitate art. It's the FSB coming to kidnap you, just as they did in the last episode.
Oh, please don't. I'll confess to anything. I am a wimp.
Yeah.
With another new pair of Doc Martens, and then I had to stop. But they're unicorn because they're like teal and lilac glitter that's sort of combined. It's like my hair.
That sounds pretty awesome, actually.
They are.
Yeah.
Karen made me do it. She truly. Ask her. She bullied me into it on during a morning chat. Do it. They're on sale. Do it. Look at them. They are yours. They say you. But they're unicorn. Come on.
Isn't that nice to have friends who know you and look out for you like that?
Yeah. $90 later.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's not she paid for them, but yes, she paid you. Yeah.
But it's okay. I'm going to wear them. I need to start breaking them in. I may even wear them in Orlando because they are unicorn boots.
You definitely should. That and a Harry Potter wand and a... I'm sorry.
Taking my wand.
You're taking a wand, so you don't need to buy a new one.
No.
Yeah.
They's expensive.
Yeah.
Although who cares, right?
It's funny. The last time I went there, I think it was my therapist asked me to buy her a wand, so I did. You could use it on patients, I guess.
Nice. Thinking I might have to get Jake a pair of Docs to raise him up 1.5 inches, because
okay,
it's not growing. We're gonna have to spike his hair or something. He needs a couple inches for some of the stuff.
Well, that he can probably do. I mean, I've seen his hair. Get the purple headband and a nice pompadour.
I'll try. He'll do it for the ride. I mean, he'll be thrilled for the ride.
So we are bringing like a video crew to accompany us to Hogwarts, right? I mean, this all has to be available for like extra donators on our
that's up
Patreon.
To you.
Okay, all right.
You and your cell phones.
All right.
So I'm playing.
That will be fun.
Yes.
Looking forward.
I can't wait. We're very excited about the whole thing. We're gonna get there late Saturday, I think, and then the boys will leave on Tuesday.
Oh, okay. So Monday's our day of fun before the conference starts on Tuesday.
Although we're probably going to do a day of fun before we have a day of fun with you because it is Hogwarts.
Understood. We'll, with our normal, genius level of organizing, we'll get get our act together.
Yes, well, you will all have super fun. We will all have fun. I am delighted for the crew to meet this child they think they know.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen him since last year, so God knows he's I'm sure grown a lot in awesomeness.
Yeah, he has. He's a good kid.
Yeah.
He's good all the way around.
Good stuff.
He went to the nursing home with his class too. They did Christmas in July, so they took them decorations and all that. And his teacher texted me a photo. Your son is just the best. He just had conversations with the people and was so kind and polite. I'm like, yeah, he can do that.
Yeah.
So I've heard.
Right. Yeah. So are you sure you're talking about my kid? Yeah. It's like, yeah. No, that's great.
So who knows what he talked about with people?
Well, yes. The old little pictures have big ears kind of thing there. And well, wait, mommy said this word.
No, he has told me, and I know I told him this at some point, but he now spouted it back at me. Things like, Mommy, God is just a name for an idea that people have. So it was in the discussion and argument over whether or not I had to put a quarter in the swear jar.
Okay.
Saying, so my God.
There really is a swear jar.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
We make him put quarters in it. Nobody's fucking around.
Get those rolls of quarters ready.
It was also a hair jar for a while because he put his bangs when he cut them off into it, so he could say it's a hair jar too.
Swear jar, hair jar. I mean, it's only logical.
My kid is, not far from the tree.
No, definitely not.
Speaking of, it's probably time we move on with our days.
Okay. Yes, indeed. Get ready. I actually should memorize those lines before I go to my audition. So little things like that.
Yeah, I had to be off
indeed.
book too for that mocap thing. I was like,
I know. Memorization, one of those skills that quickly atrophies if you're only doing voice acting. Because you've always got the script in front of you. I had to do that one-man show earlier this year. And I was like, memorizing. It does come back eventually. But anyway. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, folks, we will see you in 10 days with another
Thanks for joining us.
Exciting episode. Yes, indeed.
Yes. Thanks for joining our Behind the Actors studios walls. Yes. If you have any further questions, please email them.
What kind of tree would you be?
I would be an elm.
Okay, good.
I just don't know why. I just know the name elm.
Just don't get the Dutch elm disease. All right. Awesome.
Fluey.
Bye.